Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming to my live. I am Siren, waiting for some other people to come through. I really appreciate y'all for coming through. Hello, peeps. How are y'all doing today? So, I got this poll that pops up on my screen, and I'm okay, never mind. I just got it to go off. So, how are y'all doing? Thank you for coming to my live. My name is Siren. My tag is under Call of the Siren. So basically, I mix it up. I do oracle readings. I am a healer, and that's outside of this. I actually have my own clients. Um, but when I come on, it is to share channels that Spirit has downloaded and to commune with others who are going through the same. I guess we all are kind of out here looking for our tribes, or we've already found our tribes, which is a beautiful thing. Um, a little bit about me: I've been on a spiritual path for 10 years. I had some major blocks to get through when it comes to religious indoctrination, how I am now. I was taught to believe that it is from badness, is from the devil, having psychic gifts, being a healer, although it was in my family line, um, receiving visions and dreams. We were discouraged not to do these things, okay? And it was so bad that my mother actually did what she called praying it away. So, although she identified as the 144,000, she prayed these gifts away that God had given to her, okay? In a sense that she completely, when the visions would come, um, and she completely ignored it. Now, I do identify as a chosen, or whatever name we want to give it. We all know that we come from God, and all of us have some sort of assignment that we may or may not remember. But this is what this path of enlightenment is remembrance and acting on that. Have any of you gone through that? Hold on, let me put on my spectacles so I can see. Sorry, let's see. Okay, that's beautiful. It's funny how when you're moving with spirit, and let me back up a little bit. Johnson, S. Johnson. Um, the fact that I'm sorry to hear about your the passing of your family member, Teresa. Okay, but we do know that this is just a beautiful transference of energy. Okay, we know that she's just going to a whole nother level. So yeah, shout out to Teresa. Yeah, um, I am a medium, but I'm still learning. So I'm not one to jump into something that I don't have a full grasp of. I do know the feeling, you know, but I want to understand it. So I'm asking my spirit and my angels, I'm asking God and my spirit team to help guide me in that, and actually seeking out guidance from others who are skilled in this, because again, I had major religious blocks put in my way. Um, so I had my battle, my shadow work was going beyond these blocks, going beyond the physical and emotional abuse I received. Almost like, what can I say? Like a form of military treatment, corporal punishment is what I'm trying to say. And I don't like to live in those memories, but that's all part of shadow work. Now, getting back to Teresa, again, I'm sorry to hear about her passing, but I'm honored that she did watch um, my videos, because this is the thing. When Spirit lights you up with a message, even if one person listens, you feel fulfillment. And let's see. Somebody asked, why am I in a car? You know what? I'm just leaving work, okay? So a lot of times after work, I am hit with downloads from Spirit, and I have to get it out then and there. But you know what I've been noticing? There's a lot of people who do their they do their videos from the car. I've been noticing there's a lot of people, because before I even decided to go live, which was oh God, it was so hard for me. It was so hard for me to even want to go on camera and do that. And it's weird because I'm a performer. I do spoken words, I sing, I produce, and I perform before in front of lots of people. But something this intimate, where you're talking about gifts, or I don't even want to call them gifts, because basically what God is doing is unlocking parts of your DNA that has always existed within you. It's just you blocking them out. So why am I in a car? It's just like I felt like I wanted to be. I felt like I needed to talk right now. Spirit was like, hey, go live. I'm so spontaneous. It's just me being me. And there's power in being your authentic self. Not having to set up a backdrop, not having to, make sure I do this and that. By the time I got that done, the message that I need to relay ain't gonna hit the same. So I just go with the flow. I hope that answers your question. I'm just going with the flow. Um, so yes, going back to Miss Teresa, yeah. Um, love and light to her. Um, I wonder what she's seeing now, what level she's on now, um, a whole new journey. Did she identify as a starseed, or was she a reader herself? Do you know? Did she ever speak about it? I mean, if you're comfortable about talking about it, just let me know. Or but hello everybody else I see who joined the live. Look, I do yes no questions as well. I am a channel. God works through me. And if you watched any of my videos on Call of the Siren, I do this. I'm really like on TikTok a whole lot. That's where I get most of my viewers. People follow me there. They know exactly how I operate, what I do. A little bit of poetry, A lot of times I'm doing oracle readings, or I'm just channeling from the divine. I'm also a healer. I do that on a different channel as well. And then I love talking about deep things, okay? I am Aquarius, very intellectual, so you may find me on here talking about some stuff, other people may be like, yeah, okay, right. But if you look at it from different angles and perspectives, like, okay, I don't really want to go a lot in depth on this one, but I would hear people say the earth is flat. So about years ago, 10 years ago, when I started my spiritual journey, I'm looking at them like, what? The Bible says the earth is a sphere and hangs upon nothing, okay? And I'm like, what? How could, and I'm looking up at the sky and I'm like, dang, it looks like a dome shape. How could, and then we see the pictures from, the satellites, and we see that the earth is round. But then I came across this book called the Hearth Book. And in my TikTok videos, I talk a lot about that, okay? And the way they break it down, I'm not going to say that I totally believe it, but the knowledge that they spit in is heavy. So it makes you think. And I love things that makes me think. So going back, I know I'm kind of jumping around, but let's going back to the yes, no questions. So what I do is, this is, my angel is Metatron, okay? And I'm a path number 5. I'm very creative. And I noticed that Metatron is an angel that comes through a lot of creative people. There's a lot of people who are superstars, basically, and Metatron is also their angel. Also, our angel Gabriel helps with writers, if you're a writer. So shout out to anybody within this energy who is a writer, okay? This is what I do, okay? Let me see if I don't have my tripod with me, and that's another thing about filming in the car. But when I get home, I'm gonna do like a full-on read, okay? But I usually do that on TikToks. And then I do some divination things, which I also show on TikTok. So, in my lives, which I have a lot of people come through asking a lot of questions. So it gets kind of heavy sometimes. So what I wanted to do is this. Thank you, angels. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels of the highest light. Thank you, God. Some call you Yahweh. Some call you Jehovah. Some call you Source Divine. But we all know that we are of the same mind, and we know that our collective consciousness know exactly who you are. We cannot pronounce your name in the syllables given to us in this human body. But I ask that you continue to be with us during this live. And if there are any questions that people have, that they are answered. So please show the viewers that we have here now, God, how you communicate with me. So, if the answer is yes, Spirit, can you please show our viewers what yes is? Thank you, angels. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, Spirit. So if it's yes, it's going to revolve. So I'm going to do it like physically. If it revolves like that, that's a yes. Spirit, can you show them what it looks like when the answer is no? Thank you, angels. Thank you, Spirit. So it goes back and forth if it's a no answer. Spirit, are you with us now? Thank you, angels. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So does anybody have any questions, yes, no, that you would like to ask at this time? And if not, it's totally okay. Thank you. I don't be looking at my comments a lot. I be like focusing on, the message at the time. But thank you for that comment. Feeling kind of pretty. I told myself to start accepting compliments. That's part of the work, my shadow work that I had to do and continue to do. Growing up, the things that you go through in life. If you've been in a relationship and you've been cheated on, it's so many different things. And growing up in the religion that I grew up in, we were told that we shouldn't be vain. We were told that, I couldn't wear clothes that other people wore that was in style because I was told that it was worldly. So many different things that I went through in life and things that I had to overcome through shadow work. So yeah. Come on. But if somebody calls me, and I did put do not disturb, so I don't know what that was about. Maybe it's a sign from spirit, I don't know. But like if I get a call, then it goes back to whatever I was watching. I was watching one of my messages on TikTok that I had just put out. So that's what that was about. And here we go again. I guess I don't have it on Do Not Disturb. This is crazy. And synchronicities today. All right. Spirit is speaking to us. Now, I set an intention. I ask that the ones that are meant to hear this message come through. All right. Because this message is a very special message. I'm sorry, y'all. Man, look at this. I don't know. This is my first time doing live, so I apologize for what just happened. Maybe somebody needed to hear that message. I don't know. That was crazy. That was real crazy. Right. Oh, shit. Somebody said, oh, shit, before that even happened. But yeah, that's how I felt. Okay. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being patient. Again, if you have any questions, yes, no questions, I'm going to do another live. I was just experimenting, y'all, just to be truthful with this live to see how it worked. I post a lot of videos here on YouTube. That's what I meant by my journey, that even though I've been an oracle, I did private reads, but as of 3 months now, I've been going online doing it. So this is just another part of the journey for me. I'm being brave. I'm stepping out there, doing things that I would not have normally done. So here I am. Here I am on YouTube. trying out a live because I'm so freaking spontaneous. And my spirit team is like, okay, you did what you needed to do, now get it together. So that's what I will be doing, okay? um I'm going to be putting out readings because I'm trying to be disciplined with this. But spirit keeps saying, Shay, be your authentic self, okay? This is you. Present yourself the way that you do. If you feel like you want to be sitting in the middle of the woods, the damn woods, doing oracle readings, do it. So basically, I go wherever the spirit leads me to go. It's like kind of like that John Legend song, when you move, I move. So it's a very powerful lesson for me because I'm so used to everything being planned. And when it comes to business, just things like this, I have to plan it out. But that's not how spirit is leading me to do things. So if I feel like I'm having a message channeled through me, it's always going to come out like a form of poetry. And I researched, and I also did past life regression, and I found out that I'm a descendant. In one life I was a descendant of Druids, Celtic tradition. And one thing that was unique about the Druid priestesses was that when they spoke in the way of poetry. When they gave future revelations, future events, whatever they saw in their mind, they spoke through poetry. Okay. So, it's just interesting learning things about yourself, your past life. So if any of y'all are into that, um, there are a few readers that I know, people who are readers and healers and do divination. One person that I would highly recommend is Breeze Tells. She is freaking amazing. She's taught me a lot. Also, and I'm sure all of y'all know Nadija, I think is her name. Nadija. But anyway, she's really good. An energy reader, of course. Those are some of the people who inspire me. So as I'm stepping out on this journey, y'all will see me a lot more. Um, this is just a test run, but believe you me, the next one, if I come on live on here, is to talk about some deep ish, okay? Or for all the people who are creative and poets, to do some form of poetry, but I will always put in the live what it's going to be about, so if it's something you want to be a part of, okay? But my favorite thing in the world is to talk to people who are going through the same thing, who are experiencing the same things, who are walking this path, because sometimes you do feel like you're alone, but we're not alone. We all have each other if we're brave enough to step out and talk about it. Not talk about it, be about it. Walking your truth. Because I don't know if y'all been noticing what's been going on around us, but shit about to get real up. And God is readying us. He is asking for his spiritual soldiers to stand up. Okay? So if this resounds with you, check out my Shay Siren page on TikTok. Because I got a lot of stuff there. A lot of what I'm seeing have come through as dreams and visions. So I have something up that actually says, if you can decode this, then you know you're part of a certain spiritual tribe. You know, you're coming from where I come from. You know what's really going on. And you know that this just isn't a source of entertainment. This is a mission. So, um, any of you who resonate with that, welcome. Even if you don't resonate, it's fine, because I can't tell you how many people I went through and watched before I could find a group set that resonated with me. So it's perfectly fine. And I encourage you in your search for someone who resounds with your spirit, because that's where you belong. And that's probably the mission set of where you should be. All right. I can't tell you how much I appreciate people coming through and showing support. But yeah, I felt like I needed to start right after work. It's my thing. It's me releasing, alchemizing all those emotions from my patients that I pick up because I am a serious empath. And if I can get on here and talk with my soul fam and spread some knowledge, and we converse back and forth about these things, that is relief. That is medication already bottled up. And so I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate people coming through and showing support. So keep being you, keep being true, keep doing what you do, because y'all are beautiful. Y'all are warriors. I feel, there is some warrior energy up in here. Okay? So don't let nobody fuck with you, all right? Don't let nobody diminish you. Don't let don't let anybody dull your shine, because it can happen so quick. It can be like just like that. You felt full of spirit, now you're feeling low because somebody got through that little crack, you know, and caused your door to close instead of staying open. We got to remember we have a powerful spirit team, and they may stay aback at sometimes, stand back and say, they may be crying tears for us because they don't want us to go through that hurt and pain. But they have to stand aside so we can learn and we can gain the spiritual concepts that we need as we ascend and as we grow. Okay? So my message to you is just keep growing and let us keep showing up for each other. If y'all got a channel, let me know, because I'll go there and I will support you. Whether or not it's resonating with me, I will support you. Okay? I will, support you on a job well done for stepping out there and doing what most people are afraid to do. It don't mean that I'll probably follow you all the time or listen to your message all the time. But that's life, ain't it? All of us do it. But I will sure be there to support you. And if I feel there's a message that may not be for me, but in my journey, I come across somebody and I think about what I heard you say, oh, I'm referring them to you. I'm letting them know, Sugar Divine on YouTube may be able to help you with that. Herman Strith on YouTube may be able to help you with that. I'm just making up names right now, but I'm just saying. We are family, okay? We are a collective consciousness. And God is raising us up to do something powerful, y'all. So, it's good to be united. Y'all stay strong, okay? Stay strong. Any of y'all in group 7? It's all the same. It's all the same. Y'all just stay strong and stand firm in God's name, okay? Thank y'all for coming out. Now I'm going to take my caramel ass home. All right? I got some things to do. And at S. Johnson, um, again, I extend my love and light out to you and your family. And I ask for Spirit to carry y'all through. Okay? And yes, shout out to Teresa. And I know the new energy that you in. Talk about glow. We already know you glowing. So, but my prayers I send out to you and your fam, all right? Thank you, guys. Talk to you later.